I built it from nothing. I envisioned it in my head. I got the investors. I mean, I created a business plan, for God's sake, from Google. It was awesome. And I had to let it all go. I want you to picture this. This was a nightmare, and I created that. I envisioned it, and poof, it was gone. I mean, it was heartbreaking. My name is Giselle Mascarenhas-Villarreal, and I am what I call a passionate connector. I mean, most people would probably say I'm a PR specialist, but I believe I can connect you with your genius, and I have the ability to show you how to share that with the world. Oops, see, I thought was forward. That was me. Okay, so in 2008, I was an ex-nightclub owner, newly separated, single mother of these two beautiful babies, and completely broke. I mean, $30 in my pocket broke. So, but I had this deep desire to make my mark in the world. And even though my over decade of marriage wasn't a success, it was my university, because I truly graduated with honors in business and fucking grit, I'm gonna tell you. So at that time, I don't know how old I am. I'm probably in my late 30s, 36. And I don't know what I'm good at. I don't know what truly my strengths are or what my talents are. And I just know that I want an identity. I want to be something that I'm proud of, that my children are proud of. So I share this with my best friend, who we've been best friends since we were 5. Her name is Jennifer. I share this, I call it a desperation, because that's how I felt. And she said, hey, G, let's go to Rio Grande City. Okay, Jen, let's go to Rio Grande City, G, because my dad's super influential there. My parents, they were raised there. And you know what? Nobody will know you or your ex-husband. So you can have free reign to make your mark. I was like, that sounds pretty amazing. So there we go to Rio Grande City. I don't even think I had ever put my feet on the ground in Rio Grande City. Maybe drove by. And I fall in love. I fall in love with Rio Grande City's historical downtown. I mean, I was going block after block, 13 beautiful blocks of historical buildings abandoned. I mean, a ghost town. I see opportunity. I'm like, oh my God. Of course, I'm thinking I can do anything at that moment because I'm free. Nobody knows me. And I'm like, revitalization. And the fact is that the reason that these buildings were abandoned, and I say were because it's been revitalized, is because there were so many multiple owners, because these buildings were passed down generation to generation, and because they didn't have a clear vision on how to revitalize or what to do with these buildings, time was unkind. But let's fast forward. This baby right here finds a building. She finds a building with the help of the Rio Grande City Economic Development Corporation. And my mentor at the time was the mayor, who I'm gonna just share with you, I married that guy and I won the lottery. It's that cowboy right there. Thank you very much. I did win the lottery. And so, okay guys, so I do a business plan, and this is how I do my business plan. I Google business plan for free. And I get my investors all lined up. They believe in my passion. I mean, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna freaking do this all across those 13 blocks. You guys, it was a huge success. I created the first of its kind. I created a wine, art, coffee concept. I mean, it was amazing. I had RG Vision, The Monitor, local news channels, and the local newspapers across the entire Rio Grande Valley talking about this concept. Our opening night was a huge success. It didn't but take seconds, it felt like, where my investors started making unethical decisions and unethical maneuvers. You can think about whatever that is, yes. So this is where I fuck up royally. I grew up so much in this second. I didn't have my name on any of the official paperwork. Yeah. Do you know why? Because I was going through a divorce, remember? And I believed that he would take, remember I had $30 in my pocket? That he would take everything from me because we weren't divorced yet. Damn. Wasn't she sweet? Idiot. So, the fuck up was this girl, all she gave a shit about was ego. I needed the world to believe that I could accomplish anything. I didn't need me to believe it. I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it to prove to everybody that I was capable. After months of all this hard work, I lost everything. The thing is that I knew, because ethically, I've always been a straight and narrow. So I knew I couldn't stay. But shit, I mean, I built it from nothing. I envisioned it in my head. I got the investors. I mean, I created a business plan, for God's sake, from Google. It was awesome. And I had to let it all go. I want you to picture this. This was a nightmare. And I created that. I envisioned it and poof, it was gone. I mean, it was heartbreaking. So I go to the landlord, right? And I tell him what's happening. I tell him that I can't be a part of the business anymore. And you know what he tells me? Okay, whatever. I'm like, what? Okay, yeah. I mean, what did he care? I literally took his shambles of a building that used to be a law office over 2 decades ago. It was completely abandoned. And I knocked down walls. I did the plumbing. I redid all the electrical. I did a new roof. I mean, I created an ambiance, something that Rio Grande City or the entire valley had never seen. And yep, he was like, peace out, whatever. Because, I mean, I just increased the value of his building a bazillion %. And when I walked out of that place, I felt like a freaking loser, completely empty. I was a failure. Oops. But the thing I learned is that I learned that I needed to understand my purpose. I learned that I needed to lead with authenticity. I learned that I knew what I was capable of, and I didn't need to fucking give a shit if you cared about what I was doing or not. I needed to lead with the passion and the value that I knew I could bring people. And the thing is that I realized I needed to fucking sign the paperwork so that I could, at least I could like really take care of my interest, right? And the other thing that I really learned is that I need to be patient. And I really want to stress that to you guys. Focus on what you want to do. Focus on how you want to change your world. But be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. And be clear what your intention is, and be clear about expectations. That girl, that's me. That's me now. And because of that fuck up and so many more after, I can put on my big girl panties and I can stand super tall and super strong. Because I lead with the value that I bring you first. I fill up with what drives me first. And because of that, I don't need validation. I don't need you to pat me on the back. I just want to do good work. I live unapologetically. And that, for me, is success every single day. Thank you, guys.
Have you ever failed in a project, career, or business? Whether you have or not, you can become a Fuck Up Nights organizer in your city, company, or university. Learn how at fuckupnights.com. Join the movement. Fuck up the system.